Hello, and welcome to today's stream of
Hi.
Natural Ruckus
Hello.
of Clouds over Sharn. You have it right down here. Nice.
Somewhere over there.
Today we are joined by the regular amazing group, starting with Mike,
Yay!
then David, then Jade. Oh, and Nairi. Nairi's here too. Hi, Nairi.
That was cold.
And
One
Nairi.
week
Nairi's
I leave
amazing
for Peanut Butter
as
Fest,
well.
and you fucking forget me.
Don't be peanut butter and jelly, Nairi.
I'm not. Tom is.
For a second, I didn't recognize you because you looked so much like the frowny face that we had before when you were away. It was just...
You're the worst. You are the worst.
I think I preferred your puns, Tom.
No, don't give him the opening for that line.
Oh.
So yeah, hello everyone.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to session 16.
Yeah.
So many sessions.
Yeah,
Sharn session 16.
it's a mini campaign, so
It's a maxi campaign. That's what it is.
Mini campaign.
I mean, to be fair, if a campaign runs for 3 years, that's a full campaign, right? I don't know. It implies
Yeah.
I mean, in game, we've been playing for 4 days.
Has it only
Something
been
like that.
I felt like it was longer than that.
It's
5,
really
well,
not.
kind of like 5, maybe.
I'm gonna have to go back and just check it. But
I think
we're
you're
not
on
very
day
far
5.
into it. We might be on day 5.
Yeah.
And
So-
this ragtag group is getting along much better than the others?
I don't know about that.
Well,
quite frankly.
generally-
We're cooperating more.
Cooperating, there you go.
If you like,
No one's died in this
Yeah.
group.
yeah,
I mean, give it time. we packed a barbarian in this game.
true.
Yeah.
So, anyone wants to do a?
Nairi should do it.
No.
You would.
I
You
would
just
do a
watched the
bet.
episode.
I
We
know,
all
but
vote
with my
Nairi.
lack of caffeine, I will not do it well.
I did it last time. I call not it. Mike should do it then, because Mike had exciting stuff happen last session.
Go, Mike! Woo! Save me.
Okay, so last time we followed a bunch of drow, right?
Yeah.
Into this, what is it, cave structure? It was underneath Sharn. Was it one of the old cities?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like the
Yeah.
ruins of the old cities.
So we followed a bunch of drow down into the ruins of the old city on a hunt for something. We were promised that there was a genie involved, and when we got there, it turned out it wasn't exactly a genie as much as it was an Ifrit. And the the entire sort of encounter went upside down very quickly as the Ifrit began to sort of angrily summon fire elemental after fire elemental to engage everybody. And knowing full well that these people that we're dealing with were unlikely to want what I wanted in the end, Mulder chose to turn on them mid-fight and attack all of the drow possible. While Rendar and Blue tried very hard to not die.
I'd argue Blue was trying very hard to make sure Rendar didn't die. That was sort of
I think-
my intention as a player.
I
My
think
survival was a fun byproduct.
I think the two of you worked together quite well, especially in the end where you were just like, fuck it, we're going straight up. And you floated, what was it, like 500 feet straight up or something like that, some insane amount of space.
We only bamfed up the 100 feet because we didn't want to have to take too long to get back.
100 feet. Okay, so you got a bird's eye view of Mulder down dressing a bunch of drow until it was just him and a bunch of fire elementals.
He was fine.
Totally fine. He almost died. He was okay. Not a big deal. And he went down to like half health. But after the battle was said and done, the drow were decimated. The fire elementals were dispelled, and the rest of the party was mid-air when the Ifrit asked Mulder what he wanted. And Mulder asked for the one thing that he's wanted since the beginning of the campaign. He wanted to not be a fucking cat anymore. Which was granted. Begrudgingly, I guess. As the Ifrit gave him what he wanted, but at a slight cost of 2 levels. Done. And so now Blue and Rendar and Mulder all stand in the sort of area around where that happened, discussing what the next plan is. I believe they were talking about going after Rendar's brother.
So,
the
yeah.
tower.
There's a tower close by, right?
Yeah, Lily's sort of pointed it out to us, and we know that Stan mentioned a tower, and it seems separate to the underneath the burning cat, which obviously we've been to. Some weird shit also went down with Mulder's wish being granted, and that the rest of us don't actually remember it happening. We don't remember the Ifrit or
That's right, I forgot
any
about
of that fight. We just know that you used to be a cat, and now that you're not, now you're not. So,
And we-
Mulder is still human. Not Mulder, you're Mulder. Mulder is an elf now.
Half elf.
Or is an elf again. Half
elf.
elf or
High elf.
High elf.
But Barrett
Hi.
is still human shaped. And there is also the cat Barrett. So with us now. So which seems a bit odd. Haven't quite sussed that out yet. But yeah.
What's to suss out? I always had a cat.
Mm. But yeah, I think we started off towards the tower because like Tom gave a good description of like where it was all crammed in amongst the surrounding houses, and like stuff was collapsed in around on the bottom of it, and there's a light flickering in a window in the tower.
Yes, that is.
Did we do a short rest?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
We could.
I think we might
you
need a
wanted
short
to.
rest.
Or don't we have the rule for burning an action point or a number of
that's
action
right.
points to get the equivalent of a short rest?
Yep.
So 1 action point is a short rest?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
How many action points is a long rest?
We haven't pulled that shit yet, I don't
Yep.
think.
I'll give you the short rest. I won't give you the long one.
All right. Well, what if I take 8 short rests?
Ooh.
Well, what if a meteor suddenly just showed up out of nowhere and hit you like 15 times, maybe?
Well, bad news.
Just
I rolled
15.
I rolled minimum on my hit die. That
Oh
sucked.
no.
In good news, I'm now up to 69 hit points.
Oh, hey.
Beautiful.
Out of a possible 73, so it could be worse.
So, yes, you are
And with-
right now kind of sitting around in this small street that you can see all around. There are like old carts, there are benches, there are kind of still working, still standing. Maybe you're not really sure if you should sit on them necessarily. They could break probably easily since they've been here for hundreds of years. And you see the tower is basically crammed between these smaller houses. They're the highest they go is 1 floor, and they are all disheveled and broken down, and you can see they that they haven't been built by the standards for building houses at that time wasn't the same as right now, because they are kind of crooked and like one is pressed on the other a bit more, so it's kind of like standing over it as it's crooked over that. And yes.
I just after you've done your description, I have a question about the environment.
Okay. And it's really dark down here. Basically, the only light is coming out of the one window on top of the tower. That again is also broken down, like the roof has been caved in, and it looks like it's been poured down. Don't know if it really was, if it was some kind of an accident or whatever, but that's how it looks. It's dark and quiet. Very quiet around here. Yes,
My
Jade.
question. One, I'd like to know how tall the tower is compared to the surrounding houses.
It's about two floors higher. It's like two of the houses on top of each other, and
Okay.
but it doesn't seem to have a regular number of floors. You only see the
Okay.
one window
Yeah.
kind of up top. Not
Rapunzel
really.
style. Gotcha.
Yeah.
And my other question was, does the tower match the surrounding buildings? Like, does it look like they were all there at the same time, or does it look like this tower was, because the way you're saying about the surrounding buildings being collapsed in around it got me wondering if like this tower appeared there or was dropped there, or whether that's just the way stuff's broken down.
Make an intelligence check.
Okay. Just straight intelligence check.
Yep.
Oh, I'm so good at this. 11.
As you're looking at it, the stone that it's made out of seems very similar to the towers of Sharn itself. And it looks older than the buildings that are around here. Like it might have been here before.
It doesn't match.
Nope. Not really.
That was in character as well.
Oh.
You can tell by the accent.
Yes.
Generally speaking.
And you do see a single door on the wall, the tower.
So there's one door, and as far as we can tell, one window that has a light in it.
Yep. Kind of
And that window's
flickering
about
light.
3-ish ish stories up.
3-ish.
So like what, 20 feet up? Sorry, I don't know in meters. What's that in meters? 10 meters.
Sure.
How many times taller than you?
Uh,
I always think of height. I always think of height in multiples of myself. Generally speaking.
Yeah.
Well,
At least
like
then I know what that looks like.
So
Like-
how many jades high is this tower?
like
if
20
you know
meters
I
up.
can do the conversion. 20 meters up?
Yeah.
20
Okay,
meters
that's
up,
pretty.
okay.
That's like over 60 feet.
But we don't know how big the floors are. Or if it's like 10 meters high, that's like 5 times as tall as a tall bloke. So, which is more like 30 feet. I mean, an average 2-story house is about 25 to 30 feet tall.
Hmm.
So, we're getting bogged down in specifics that probably aren't that important, to
Yes.
be fair. Sorry, Tom. To be fair, I was asking about the height of the window to see if it was worth flying up to look.
I can fly up and look.
Good, fly up and look.
Can you do
People
it
aren't
quietly?
opposed.
Can you do it quietly?
Sure.
I do believe that the flying quietly is not the problem. It is the land.
Well, if he's just gonna look in the window, I tell you what, Rendar, and I'll I'll just start humming and like brush some of the soot off your coat from where you were on fire before. And just as I hum, I'm going to give you a bardic inspiration.
Okay. Is it a D10?
D8,
D8.
sadly.
Okay.
2d20.
I'm very good.
Okay, then yeah, I will stealth fly up to this window, try and keep out of
Like skim up the side
eye
of it.
line of it. Yeah, try and get around, kind of skim up the side,
Okay,
and then
make a
move
stealth check for me.
over. Okay. I'll go ahead and use that inspiration. Okay, so 26.
Nice.
Yeah.
You fly up and you gently land in the small window. It's really small for you since you are orc or half orc?
Half orc.
Half orc. So you kind of like kneel down a little and like it's not comfortable. Inside, what you see is you see this circular room. Yeah. See this
And...
you see this circular room filled with 6 desks. On top of each of the desks you see vials of different sizes and shapes. You see some kind of tools on top of these desks, and all around there are bookshelves, there are wardrobes, and as you are looking there, you see even some tapestries. They really seem like they're just trying to make the room feel warm with them. It's kind of a aesthetical thing. As you look around, you see basically towards your left, inside the room, is a hatch that you could probably get into the room through, because you don't really see any other door or just a staircase. Next to the hatch, you see these hangers with coats on them, white coats. They look like. Yeah. Bookshelves filled with all kinds of books. Don't really see what kind from this distance. And on the ground, you see corpses laying there, deadish as corpses.
Yeah. How long
Recently
have they
dead?
been corpses?
You still see you still see blood
Squishy
on the
bits?
ground. You don't see fresh blood. It's probably been a while.
Okay.
From this distance, you
How
don't really see how long.
how bad does it smell right here?
Bad.
Okay.
As you get into the window, you catch a whiff of it. It's sweet, and you feel like vomiting at the spot. If you haven't smelled this kind of a smell before, you probably would have already.
Mm-hmm.
You've been used to this.
Yeah, it's a lot of bodies. So, are any of them wearing
Yes,
the lab coats?
some of them, yes.
Okay. And does the circular, so it's a circular room, you said?
Yeah.
Does it look like it takes up the whole floor that it's, like, there's no
Yes.
other rooms on this floor?
Yes.
Okay.
It seems to take. What's your passive perception?
15.
15. Okay, cool. Thank you.
All right.
As you are looking around, you feel a headache creeping in.
Uh-oh. Nobody likes headaches.
True that, yes.
Does it feel so? Is this like, oh no, I'm getting a headache, or oh no, magic is happening at me?
It feels like before a migraine when you kind of feel it
Hmm.
in there, kind of that feeling.
I will give it. Well, I'm already kind of looking in the room, so yeah, I'll kind of do. I'll kind of back out the window, fly out, put my back to the tower, and kind of just look around and see if there's anyone who could be seeing me from the ruins nearby.
Make a perception check.
Oh, that's pretty good. 22.
You're looking around. It's very dark around. You barely see 250 feet away from you. The buildings kind of disappear into the darkness. You have this feeling like somebody's watching you.
All right. Yeah, I'll fly back down to the ground and fill everyone in on what I saw. And so yeah, just kind of land next to, well, not land next to the group. I'll get down on the ground and approach them. And just kind of, so there's a lot of dead bodies up there. It's some kind of alchemy lab, I think. Been dead a while. And I can't be sure, but I think someone was watching me.
What do you mean?
Just kind of had a feeling about
As
it.
he
Started getting a
mentions
bit of a
that,
headache.
as he mentions that that he feels like somebody was watching him, you feel all of your hair stand up, your back, like
All of us do?
yeah, like you just realized that, and you are getting the same feel.
Can I look around
Sure.
to
Okay.
see if I can catch? Wow. That's 23
Yeah.
for the first time in my life.
As
Matilda.
you are looking around, you again just the street goes and kind of shifts to the side, and everything after a couple of feet just disappears in the dark. Just the flickering
Nothing
light.
above us?
Nothing above you. Just the flickering light, creating shadows on the ground. And as you look around, you see this pair of yellow eyes over to the right side, kind of hanging off of one of the windows, and you see Bat.
The bat.
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself.
You do.
How far away is? Oh, I haven't seen it. To be fair, unless Matilda says something, I don't know. It's there.
So my spells are gone.
What do you mean your spells
have
are
to-
gone?
Does she
Oh
need
yeah.
Perfect. I'll
Look
figure
for
that
the-
out in the meantime.
You said you sent them to Tom.
Yeah,
Have a look in
I
your
will.
emails or in your DMs to Tom, and just like do a
Probably in
control
Discord
find.
they might be.
Yeah, because I wanted to see if I could throw something at the bat, because if it's just a random bat, then no harm, no foul. But if it's
Are you gonna kill another innocent?
fuck you, Tom. Fuck off. Was magic missiles? That's level 1, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, you know what? I'm just gonna whisper to everyone. Guys, it may be something, it may be nothing, but there's that over there. And I sort of motion with my head.
In the distance, you hear, and the bat and another like 6 of them just flutter out of the window and disappear.
Great.
The sound seems to be really far away.
Well,
So
We should get inside, take a better look. I mean, because we know that wizards went missing, right? That's
Yeah.
the whole part of this thing, has been missing wizards from the university. We should get up there, see if it's anyone you know. Gruesome as it might be.
yeah, let's do it.
If you said there were books. Did you say there were books?
I said it was an alchemy lab.
Then there'll be some kind of notes. That's the difference between dicking around and science. They write stuff down. Is the door at the bottom of the tower locked?
Well, you have to try it.
I'm
Mage
gonna-
hand.
Yeah,
try the
no,
door.
yeah. I'm gonna mage hand and try the door. Just like twist the knob.
Open.
Hmm.
Nothing blows.
Blows up.
Blows up. My God, work.
Somebody wasn't bothered about keeping it a secret then.
Lily looks at all of you. Well, if you are going up there, I'm going to stay here with Barrett. Kind of keep watch. Right, Barrett? Yeah.
Sweet.
Isn't it better if we all stick together, though?
Well, Barrett's Mulder's familiar, right? You can look through his eyes.
Well, I am
But will he?
familiar with Mulder, but I don't know about that.
I'm going
Don't
upstairs.
ask too many questions.
I'm gonna start going upstairs.
I'm gonna go too, begrudgingly.
Just like carefully.
Matilda, as you are going in and up, you kind of feel Lily's eyes on you.
The effects of peanut butter.
Well,
Don't make that arm gesture while talking about peanut butter ever. It's right. Okay. I'll go first because my passive perception's pretty good, and I've got quite a light step. So if like stairs are
Mm-hmm.
dodgy or whatever, and I can obviously take off if I need to.
You go up, and there
I'm
is
gonna
a
summon dancing lights.
dancing lights. They go.
They
"Got you,
do
boo.
that.
Got you.
They bob.
And
bob up and down.
as you walk up, it basically is a spiral staircase going up, but in the middle of it is not a pillar, but basically there's just the hall that goes up with the staircase. There's like no free space in the middle.
Sure.
And it
Is it possible to see up like the middle, or is it like because the stairs
no.
meet
It
properly
goes
in the middle?
all the way around the tower, so
Gotcha.
you're gonna see just
Yep.
a little bit in front of you and to the so yeah, you go up. It takes you a bit. It's like 3 floors up, and then as you get to the end of it, there's the hatch. Like up above you, but the staircase goes to its mouth,
Yeah.
so you can just walk up. You don't need to
Uh,
like pull yourself up.
Well,
if
again,
you-
I'll check with Mage Hand to see if it's locked or latched or anything.
Before we advance much further, I'm going to go ahead and cast Detect Thoughts.
Okay.
that I can detect any beings with an intelligence of 3 or higher
Okay.
out to 30 feet.
You don't accept your party and Lily. You
It's
don't.
mostly a precaution.
Okay.
I don't want to be blindsided by something that's on the other side of a door.
Cool. There doesn't seem to be anything on the other side of the door.
Sounds good.
I'll use my mage hand and my regular hands because I'm not very strong and I don't know how heavy the hatch is going to be.
It's a bit heavy. It's like hatch.
So it's
So
solid
you.
wooden hatch. Gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, push it open and head up, like sending a couple of lights in ahead to.
You push it
Lily's way.
open and you see the same thing that Rendar saw. And you see a couple of candles, not candles, like old chandeliers, not really fancy, kind of just
Yeah.
air hanging from the ceiling, which is it's kind of like a dome, this room, and they are hanging from the ceiling in all kinds of heights,
Sure.
and it seems to be like 15 feet high ceiling.
Sure. Okay.
So
How?
yes,
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say, how many bodies are there?
4. Wait,
That you...
I have a map.
So 6 desks.
6
but
desks.
4 bodies. 4
4
bodies.
bodies. Yes.
Okay. Gonna
Yes.
start looking over paperwork then, I guess,
Okay.
and try and figure out.
As you walk in, all of you, so you go for the paperwork. You mean on the desks or on the bookshelves?
I'll go to the desks first.
Okay. What about you guys?
I'll go to the bookshelf.
Okay.
Matilda?
You are
muted.
muted.
Sorry, bookshelf. I want to see if I can find any neat books.
Okay.
I'm going to look at bodies, see if I recognize anyone, and check for signs of death. If any of them had weapons, or if there are any weapons up here.
Okay.
Also, does this latch, can it be locked from up here?
It doesn't seem to have a lock, but if you put something heavy on it, they wouldn't be probably able to open it up.
I'm not worried about that.
Okay. So yeah. Maldar first. No, not Maldar. Rendar. Sorry. Rendar.
Okay.
As you go to the corpses, make a medicine check for me.
15.
15. All of them have stab wounds all over their torsos. As you look at them, you quickly notice that they've been made by a sword. Some kind of a long sword, probably. They've been dead for a couple of days. It for sure wasn't longer than a week. Be like 2,
Okay.
3 days, something like that. And they don't carry anything of significant value. All you find are like pairs of spectacles and some tools, some like smaller tools they could use for some kind of a thing. You don't really know. You haven't really seen any kind of tools like this before. But they all too seem to have same kind of tool.
Okay.
And you find 23 gold pieces altogether.
Okay.
Mulder and Matilda, as you go through the bookshelves, they are filled with books on runes, on wards, some of the plane of air, on interplanar traveling, spell negation and all kinds of other stuff like that. Most of them seem to be all like academic books, and like you could study from these for a long while. Matilda, you find a book that is about bugbears and how to have physical interaction with them. And there seem to be some kind of drawing.
How to be a fairy 101.
Matilda's just basically like holding the book like
What you got there, Matilda? I did not say that, but I was amused.
yeah, she has no idea. She's just like pink in the face. Closes the book, puts it back in the deepest, darkest part of the shelf. Picks something else up.
Blue. On the tables, the desks, you find them covered in papers. There are like contraptions to hold these glass vials with all kinds of shapes and sizes. Some of them seem to have like a liquid in them still. Others that used to have the liquid are like broken apart, and under where they were supposed where they are, you see like scorch marks in the table, and some of the papers burned at these places. You find almost every one of them has a microscope, and again you see all kinds of tools, from smaller ones that you could just use with your hands into like these mechanical things, and you see like stone tablets, smaller stone tablets that seem to have like parts in them. There are carved in things. They're not finished, the things that they are carved, but you can see they've been like in the process of carving something into them. And you find plans with a lot of math on them. It doesn't really make sense to you. It's not like explaining anything that's on it. It seems to be scribbles and notes of some kind. And as you're looking through that, in the corner of your eye, you notice something. As you look around and your head moves, you keep seeing it in different corners of your eyes. And you finally catch where it is. And on one of the sides of this circular room, you see a door. A stone door with part of a carpet hanging over it. And as you're looking at it, at first your head hurts, but you push through it and you finally see it clearly there. It's slightly ajar.
Motherfucker.
They have a perception filter.
It's another one of those magic doors. Gotta be. Like Alik had in his office. A way to get from one place to another. I mean, whoever these people are, they couldn't have been living here. There's nothing here. A way to get in and out. And well, there, I can't make heads nor tails of any of this. You're smarter than I am. If you want to take a look.
As Blue points out the door, all of you can see it. Again, there is this pain, but you push through it and it slowly disappears. You can still kind of feel it, but you finally see the door.
And it's ajar.
It's a jar. It's
Do,
not
do I
a
detect
jar, but
anything?
it's a jar.
Right. Do I detect anything
What do you mean?
with my
Thoughts?
detect thoughts?
No. I need to pee. I'll be right back. So
That's what you detect, that Tom needs to pee.
yes.
I have detected that.
Yeah.
Um,
I will like use Mage Hand to pull the carpet fully away from the door, just so it's easier to see.
Okay, well then I will pocket the 2 books that I was eyeing on the bookshelf. Everything that they don't teach you in business school, and everything they teach you in business school. That way, I have the complete and total knowledge of all things.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's how that works.
I really wonder why they don't just make that everything they don't teach you in business school book required reading for business school.
Had that book been about humans or human equivalents, Matilda would have secretly pocketed it, but it's about...
and also possibly that book about bugbears, because you never know when you might need to upstage your techniques.
Yeah, yeah.
There's so many tusks.
Oh,
Wait, bugbears are the
They're
they're the
They're
actual
tech-
like...
they're technically part of the goblin
Sorry, I'm back.
subspecies.
But
They're tall and hairy.
what are they classified as? Humanoid?
No,
Mhm.
goblin. They're classified as goblin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I
they
mean,
call
they're-
it goblinoids.
Something humanoid.
They're actual goblinoids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
For what it's worth, Tom, Blue just like pulled the carpet all the way back from that door, just to.
Okay.
point
It
down.
falls on the ground and you can see the circular door. It has 2 parts.
As in, it's double doors.
Yeah.
And one is ajar. Open in or open out before Matilda's
in.
question. Open in.
So they. Okay.
Yes.
Open in away from us.
I'll just. Okay.
Okay. Then.
Nairi had her hand up.
Oh, you had said something to me.
Sorry.
I was just gonna ask if I could try and figure out what the hell is causing that headache. If there's like a magical aspect.
Make an arcane
there's-
check.
Yes, I shall. 22.
From your studies in the uni
Academics?
there, you know that there are wards or runes that can not hide the door, but make it harder for you to see it. It doesn't have to be a door, it can be a statue, it can be, let's say, a fucking dog or a person. There are ways to make them unseen.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Ways to make it so that you get a headache every time you look at someone.
Yeah, stops you from looking at it. It means your brain doesn't linger.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's a side effect of this.
Of the rune?
No, yeah, of the magical enchantment.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you, Tom.
Welcome. Mulder, as you get closer, you detect something in the
What
other
is that?
room. Sorry?
Oh, I detect like something thinking.
Yes. It's
On the other side of the door.
It's not clear. It's kind of distorted. You don't know why. You could make an arcane check if you would like to know.
$28.
Yeah. Usually when it's not clear, the person is either not exactly there or sleeping or unconscious or in some kind of a
Right.
Altered
different
state of
altered
consciousness?
state. Yeah.
Where their thoughts would be muddled.
Yes.
Got it. Well, then I think it's time for me to make an entrance. I'm going to pull my small bag of sand and begin to leave a nice thin trail coming out of my hand until it hardens into my short sword, and then kick the door open.
You make a strength check for me.
Oh,
How's it feel to have opposing thumbs again?
And legs that can kick like that.
Opposing
Mm.
thumbs.
yeah, they hate each other.
But
That's a 12.
Well, you kick the door. It moves a little bit. It hurts like hell. It doesn't open.
Uh-huh. Well, then I think that this is. I think that this is definitely a job for something a bit stouter than my foot.
Brenda?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sure.
half tempted to do it next, but
Rendar, you get to it and you just push.
He doesn't have to. I was just suggesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
use
No,
the
I'll
muscle.
go up.
Well, I was actually going to shoot magic missile at it.
It's
Use magic leg, Rendar.
As he's
I know.
casting a spell, I'll just go, do you mind if I try?
Fine.
And I'll push the door.
you push the door open. You have to put a bit more strength into it, but as you press on it for a longer time with enough force, you push. Do you push both of them or just one?
I'll push both. I got a 31 on my athletics.
You push with ease. You push both of them and open up this circular door. And on the other side, you see much fancier kind of a lab. There are bigger mechanisms which are probably used for some kind of a craftsmanship or some kind of craft. Again, bookshelves, couple of wardrobes, and on the other side, large desk and with a little lamp, and basically on the desk is smaller humanoid kind of hunched over it and like that.
I thought you were going to
Laying
say
on
dabbing.
Wow, that was synchronized. Oh my god, I hate everything.
Yeah, right.
Mulder steps up next to Rendar and nudges him. Well, I loosen it.
Of course.
Important question. You said that Mulder is 6.5 feet tall now that he's back as his height. How much
Yes.
taller or not tall? What's the height difference between Mulder and Rendar? Then? How tall is Rendar?
Let me look.
Because I just want to. I am really tickled by the sheer height difference between like 5 foot and 5'2", Blue and Matilda, who are like so very small.
Matilda's
So-
4'9".
Yeah,
Matilda's
also
4'9".
6.5 feet tall. So
They're both the same height then. And then there's Matilda and Blue like behind them, like so much shorter.
as
There they are.
as
There we
all
go.
of you enter this room, you realize this doesn't make sense. This room doesn't make sense. You've seen the tower from almost all sides. This shouldn't be possible. There wasn't another part of the tower next to it. Because it's basically the same size as the room that you've been in.
So TARDIS.
So
Hmm.
Can I make an
Perception
Arcana
filter, TARDIS.
Yes, you can.
Because I think I know what this might be. 25.
This room is on a different plane.
This is an extra dimensional space.
Or like when Matilda does her little rope trick thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
but far more advanced.
Hey.
Is the guy on the desk alive?
You are like
Well, thoughts are being detected from him.
Not for
We don't
long.
know that. If he
you
hasn't said
are
anything.
like 45 feet away from him.
Oh wow, so it's a big room.
I'm
Can I
gonna.
slowly? Yeah.
I am going to
Yes, slowly approach.
prepare, but hold everything necessary for a fireball spell.
Okay.
I have no idea what it looks like when High Elf Moldera is doing that, so I don't know that that's what he's doing.
He
So
looks like an arsonist.
He's pulling a small, sticky clump of black ooze out of a pocket on his belt
Mhm.
and rolling it between his fingers while muttering something in Elvish.
So what
Cool.
you're saying is that he isn't holding a bottle of spray and a lighter like this, waiting.
No, no, he's essentially just slowly preparing this spell in case whatever the hell it is over there is not what it seems.
I think Blue had the same idea. Matilda's gonna walk slowly and carefully towards this figure.
yeah.
So
start.
who's going to the person? Okay. As you walk towards this person, you get to him. It for sure is a gnome of some kind, and you see stab wounds in his back. Many of them. All of his clothes drenched in blood, and you can smell it now. You get closer.
How fresh is the blood?
Couple of days.
Okay.
It's still not it's still it's words.
Tacky.
No, it's
Sticky?
dried. It's
Crap.
dried.
Okay.
But you can smell the process of decomposing from him, and he's laying there, and he's there are tools, there are books, there are all kinds of papers, but the thing you notice is kind of a smaller book with a leather
Binding.
and there seems to be irregular words written in it in common.
What did they say?
As you look into it, it's a journal, and on the last page of the journal, you
Beautiful.
see this. Has it shown to everyone on Roll20?
No.
Fuck.
No.
Make it show to play.
So Taxathar's diary?
No.
No.
No, that's the old one.
Oh, okay, different thing. Give me a bit. All players, save changes, show to players.
There we go.
Now you can see it.
There we go.
Right? Cool. Where is the thing so that I can show it to the stream? Oh.
Motherfucker, I knew it was that bastard. I fucking knew it.
Yeah, holding it up. Matilda's gonna read it out for everyone to hear.
Cool.
So go ahead and read it.
Okay. Shit, okay. The device is finally finished. To think I spent so much time and resources on it is preposterous. If it was up to me, I wouldn't be so hasty with it as the leak is. Yesterday, he burst into the laboratory and took all of the plans for making this blasted thing. He would have just given me... If he would have just given me a couple more days, I could have perfected the formula and made it way stronger. But no, this buffoon has to have it done as fast as possible. I could have saved him so much money on those towers, but as my granny said, we are the creators of our own misfortune, I'm assuming.
The word abruptly ends with an ink stain.
I told them to use the sending stone when they are coming in. I hate this.
And that's where it ends. There's nothing more.
When I push the body back, do I recognize who it is?
Yes. It's good old Blinkford. Dead as fuck. And on his body, it's not just the stab wounds. There seem to be scorch marks. Like something burned. It seems to be around some of the wounds.
I don't get it. Unless suppose he's cleaning up after himself.
Mulder, you suddenly the thoughts, they're not distorted anymore. You can feel exactly. You can now.
I can read the surface thoughts. So
Yes.
what is it telling me?
It's happy. It's angry, and as you get that, it's up above you, and you hear. What's the password?
I'm gonna cast Fireball straight up.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens?
Nothing happens. Doesn't go off. And as
Does
you
he lose
look,
the spell slot? Does he lose the
yes,
spell?
as you look up, there is this meaty ball with tendrils, floating, not floating around it, floating
Fucking spectator!
and coming out of it. No, there's not 4 of them. There's way more. There's at least 8 of them, and in the middle, this giant eye looking down at you.
Fucking spectators. Shit.
What's password?
Can the rest of us see this now this is laughed, and do we like look round and
Yeah.
see this?
There's no password. Everyone roll initiative.
Ah.
Don't make the fun come and ask you done.
I have to say, as we do this, I really like spectators. They're a really fun way to have like a bit of the flavor of a beholder without having the super high CR rating. So.
It's not a spectator.
Oh, then if it's a full beholder,
It's a
then it's how big
beholder.
is this room? How big is this room?
See, just in a bit.
He was
Fuck.
45 feet away from us when we were at the door, so it's probably a big room.
Tom?
Yes, Irie.
Holy shit.
I was gonna ask, you let me know when this is possible, if I could make any sort of check to recall any, because it's been a hot minute, if I could recall any of the information we've been given and determine if anything that we've had was a password. Like any of the letters that we've read.
Nope.
Any, like,
No password.
Oh.
Seems just that it's fucking with you.
Huh.
Isn't that the first room we were in that we're currently looking at? Like with the 6 desks and the 4 bodies.
Give me a sec. I need to reveal this shit to you. Yeah. Just resolve. Yes.
Map.
Ah. So I am severely fucked because this is my initiative.
Basically, background, freehand. This is where the door is. Yeah. Where your... Oh, you can pull your tokens. Okay. And since I'm at the lovely boy,
Ah.
Mood.
Uh,
Mood.
if I put a number here, do you see it? I don't think you can see
A
it.
number?
Yeah.
A number? No.
No.
On his hit points? No, because we can't click on him.
Yeah.
No, it's because I don't know how to track how high he is.
Yeah, just use if you use any of the numbers on him, it will be only visible to you.
Okay.
Unless you make it accessible to all players and then just put the number in one of the little bubbles, like the green or the red or the blue. I tend to use the blue.
I'm gonna have it controlled by all players.
But just so we can see how high it is at any given time.
And it's like it's basically above Rendar.
So it's 25. So it's 25 feet up.
Yes.
And looking where?
Down at Maldair.
Okay.
Am I out of its cone right now? Does
Yep.
it look like? Okay.
What's
yeah,
Mulder's initiative?
Yeah, initiative.
Yeah, what is
My-
my guys' initiative?
Muldair's initiative is 20.
We all rolled so good on initiative today.
I had advantage. I rolled an
Relatively.
11 and 12. I was like,
That's the highest initiative I've rolled for blue.
That's the highest I think I've rolled for Matilda.
I've notoriously rolled like shit, which is ridiculous because his initiative is 6.
Oh,
How
Fun.
is it 6? Oh, jack of all trades.
Kurt
That's my
feels your
stuff.
pain.
Oh, what? Being high
Sorry,
ranking in
Kurt.
initiative.
Just
Always high up, isn't he?
His ranger always he's got a big plus and he always is like last.
Oh,
man, that sucks. Because obviously it's a well-known phenomenon
Ooh.
that clerics roll low.
oh, don't make those sounds.
Maldair,
You scare me.
would you be so
Yes.
nice and roll me an initiative again? You said you had 20, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. 7.
7. Okay.
Can the beholder force rerolls? Because that's mean.
No. It's not a reroll.
It was a tie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What was I looking at the air?
The heck is it?
This is gonna go great, guys.
Matilda rolled a 24. Nice.
Yep, and blue rolled a 23.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Nope.
I'm very afraid that Tom might be using variant rules on this beholder based on the setup.
What do you mean?
There's alternate eye rays that could be very useful in this setup. And I'm afraid of them.
I was looking at the beholder section of the monster manual the other night, and I was just like, "Oh man," because I've never fought one, so
Me
I've only
neither.
like watched them on
Oh.
streams. I was just
Oh, don't
reading
worry.
over the rays, going, "This is such fun! Look at all these things that it can do to a person. That's horrible."
Not David. Oh my god. Rendar. Fucking hell.
Yeah. Bit of one, bit of the other.
6 of one, half of the other.
Yeah, exactly. A little from column A, a little from column B.
Okay, Matilda.
Why?
Because you
Um,
rolled the best.
I didn't mean to.
Roll worse then.
Yeah.
The one
that
character
hard.
I don't want to roll good initiative on, and I gave myself a fucking bonus.
You took War Mage. You get
yeah, I
to
know.
use your intelligence instead of your dex. That's on you.
Yeah. Okay, so for beholders, I know that if I cast something within their cone of vision, it won't work. But do I know if area of effect spells will get dispelled if it looks at them?
They will basically not work. spells.
No, I mean, like, for instance, Wall of Fire. If it's around him and he just takes a look around, will it just disperse?
It doesn't. So anti-magic doesn't dispel; it suppresses ongoing effects.
So it would go down for a bit and then pop back up when it looked away.
So, like, if there was a wall of force, the beholder could look at it and move through the wall of force, and then it would be back up.
Okay. If this allows me to look at spells. So is it looking my direction? Is the cone on me?
It is looking at the half-naked elf.
But I mean, does it still come all the way back here, or should I have
It's
to?
looking
Would I have to
down.
move?
It's looking down.
It's looking down. It's
Okay.
not hitting you.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm going to. Ah, fuck. It's not letting me search my book. Yeah, I'm gonna cast lightning bolt up at it.
Boom.
Once I find.
Oh.
Sorry, my app is being weird. Yeah. Okay.
It's a deck save.
Not okay. It's not. There we go. Yes. So yeah. Thank you. Dex save, and I need to.
8.
Doesn't it have
Yeah.
advantage? Because does it have magic resistance? Because in which case it has
No.
advantage on saves. Cool. Good to know.
Oh.
But you don't know.
In that
don't know
case,
that.
it is going to take 8d6 lightning damage. So let me just get my extra dice out. All right. Ooh. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 25, 28 points of lightning damage to its face.
Wait. How much?
28. You're welcome.
Good to know.
Doing things manually. Fucking
Old
sucks.
school.
Anything
I
else?
know. I'm going to step over this way
Where?
and just hide right there.
That's why we have a map, Tom.
Okay. It still can see you.
I know, just
You're
stepping
kind of
off to
in
the
the
side
open.
a little bit.
Well, at the end of your turn, it's going to use one of its legendary actions, and
We're gonna die here today.
as it's looking
Oh,
down at Malder, and you shoot through the thing with your lightning bolt. One of its tendrils with a small eye that kind of lights up with this purple energy as it's going around looking at all kinds of things. As your spell hits it, the eye centers on you, and ooh, what is this? You must.
Look at that immediate regret. Look at
You
that
must
immediate
make
regret.
a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
None of the dexterity saves are good. You already.
You're already in bad eye
So-
stock area.
Yeah, thank you everyone for joining us. This is probably going to be the last session of Clouds Over Sharn, and we're all going to die
Hope not.
because Tom decided a beholder was a great idea.
You basically fucked everything. Like, and I was like, okay,
Look,
this
it's
isn't
not-
as high of a CR. Like, you killed worse things. Let's just, and you know,
Look,
it's
Don't-
defending.
Don't
this
trust challenge
place.
rating. Don't
Don't-
trust challenge rating.
don't blame the rest of us because Mulder was able to shove a Hydra in a hole with
No,
telekinesis. That's his fault.
No, it's not that. It's the.
I've also lost 2 levels since that game.
That
True.
I know.
But you also disposed of an Arignes and
Also 2 levels lower.
Let's see how we do.
I don't think even maximum action point number will help me on this? 8.
Oh no! Yeah, if you rolled a 6, you'd still be boned.
As this green ray of energy hits you.
It's the worst one.
No, it's not that one.
Oh,
Okay.
don't say green.
You see as it hits you, there's no immediate reaction of your body. But as you look down on your hands and your feet, you see this stone crust suddenly appearing and crawling up your arms and legs.
That's bad.
You are beginning to
No
turn to
space is
stone,
good.
and right now you are restrained.
We have no clerics, guys. We have nobody like that in our party. We are so boned. Help! We are so boned.
You don't have to fight it.
Sure, no. Roll for initiative. We don't fight it.
You don't
can run
have to
away.
fight it. There's
You can run away from any fight in D&D. Most
Yes.
people just don't.
Yes.
Mhm. I don't think I can run anymore, so you guys go on without me. Please don't.
Well, that's your turn. Blue.
Just checking something.
Yeah, my turn is crying.
Oh, shit. Shit. Okay. I had an idea, and then I realized that I hadn't marked a spell off. That idea has gone. 25 feet up. Oh, I could do something stupid. I could do something really stupid.
Uh-huh.
I'm just debating how stupid I feel. Okay.
Well, it's up to
Yeah.
Yeet. I mean,
Yep. Fuck it. Let's do something incredibly stupid. My intelligence is only 11. Why not do something stupid? I am going to use my bonus action dash and my movement. I'm going to fly up straight at this fucking meatball with an eye in the front and try and stab it in its giant eye.
Okay. Go on.
I said it was
Proceed.
stupid.
Proceed, yes.
That's a 25 to hit.
Okay. How far do you fly?
Well, it's 25 feet up, and I don't know trigonometry. Please don't make me do math.
Let's just say 25.
No, I'm 40 feet away, and it's 25 feet up.
Yeah.
So whatever the difference is. What's that? You reckon 35 feet? 40 feet?
30. Let's go 30. What was it? 1d4 per 5 feet?
Yes. Let me double check. I'm looking at the wrong bit of my sheet. I was looking at the different thing. Wings. 1d4 per 5 feet.
Yes.
Check.
Oof.
Shouldn't you be doing math?
He's not planning, so we don't have to yell at him.
No, just, using the brand.
You take 16 points of psychic damage. You fly over there.
16.
Yeah. And, well, you can attack now.
Well, as I said, 25 to hit.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
Thank you. Okay. Let me get some dice. A D8 and a D6. And I'm going to burn one of my bardic inspiration to deal extra damage.
Okay.
I think I pull out a string and it just lets out that tuning fork kind of. Actually, I think this time it's more like have you ever heard a hammer being hit against a piano string? Like that kind of boom, like that super sort of bassy kind of a vibe.
Hey, Mike, do you remember Dong?
Of course I do.
13 points of psychic damage.
Oh, nice.
And I will use the rest of my movement to continue doing something incredibly stupid. I'm going to land on top of it.
Exceptionally bad idea. I approve.
I'd like to point out Blue knows jack shit about magical creatures.
Make a grapple
I don't have to,
check.
as in to stay on.
Yeah.
I'm imagining like balancing on the top kind of a vibe. Like I'm not trying to grab on, I'm literally just balancing rather than trying to hover.
Yeah.
Acrobatics check?
Yes. Let's go with that. Against
Because I am
its
not trying
AC.
to grab a tentacle.
Mm-hmm.
That seems stupid.
Although exactly on brand.
Not my kind of stupid. Well, no, that's a different kind of a weekend.
As you attack the eye, you hum this melody, and you can feel the vibration leaving your throat, traveling down your hand and into the sword. And as you strike, the string disappears, and you just see this ethereal path that it leaves. It's kind of like smoke, and the beholder at last minute closes its eyelid. You would normally expect the sword to be deflected by that, but it goes through, and you see blood coming from under its eyelid.
Sweet.
As it again opens its eye.
I rolled a 28 on the acrobatics check.
You
I'm balanced on the top of a floating
you
meatball.
jump on the meatball. Yes.
This can only end well.
Okay.
Test accurate.
Do I have time to quickly shout something?
Sure.
I'll yell to Rendar, get Matilda out of here. Because I can't fucking carry Matilda.
It's Beholder's action right now. So as it looks around, it hurts. Well, whatever you did to it, it hurts. And tries to look at you. It looks at Matilda and says, "One piggy turned to stone." And then starts looking at you. You are basically in the cone. It can kind of see you.
No. If an eyeball is there, I am like behind the eyeball on the top. One of its eye
Like
stalks
going
could look at me.
out of it. Like
I'm gonna lean back. It tilts to try and look at me.
It's trying to look at you.
eyeball.
Okay, it's trying to look at you. Okay, is that good?
Okay.
Is that good?
That's
okay,
fine. That's
cool.
fine.
Its other
looking
eyes
down.
on the tendrils. One of it is going to look at you, and the other two on Mulder and Rendar.
How kind of it to only use 2.
3.
I was going to say, it can use 3 on its actual turn, can't
Yes.
it? 3 eye rays.
Yes.
Are the eyeballs considered as spells?
Ooh.
Like the eyeball effects?
The eye rays do not work within the Beholder's anti-magic cone.
No, I just mean, do they count as spells?
You mean so dispel magic?
Or counterspell, more like.
No, it's a magical effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spell.
Fair.
Blue, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, jeez. 14. No.
You are charmed by the beholder for an
Cool.
hour.
That can only end well. Cool. The bard is now charmed with all the
Great.
shit I can do.
Things are going great.
They're going great. Yes.
Thanks for tuning in on our first TPK, you guys.
The other one shoots at Mulder.
Yes.
It's red as it leaves this little eye. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Yes, Dora in the chat. I've been charmed by its scintillating personality. I love me eyeballs that talk in creepy baby voices. Just
18.
18. You for a moment you feel this fear just shaking your entire skeleton, but you manage to shake it off.
Shake it off.
The last one looks at Rendar.
David looks so happy.
Make a strength saving throw. That's the best fucking one for you.
Okay. That
fuck's
is
sake.
a 23.
I'm a fucking idiot.
What?
Sorry, carry on. I didn't think to roll. I'm so not used to fucking playing in this setting. I forgot about action points.
Oh.
What was your check before?
14.
Then roll an action point. I'm gonna give it to you.
That takes me up to a 20.
You're good. This bright pink ray, as it comes over you, for a moment you feel this warmth for this creature that's under you.
Ooh.
But as you
Been there.
remember, no. Fuck no.
Definitely been there too.
You are not charmed. Rendar, this bluish ray comes over you, and you feel this magical force trying to pull and push you, but as you plant your feet on the ground, you overcome this force. You stand tall. The beholder, with blue beholder, floats over closer to Matilda.
Hi there.
It's still trying to look at blue.
Surfing USA.
How far can you go? Oh wait.
Wait.
It's like
Wait.
here. Yeah, no. It's
They can float 20 feet.
yeah, 20. It's like over there. Okay. Mulder.
Okay. Go ahead and size this up.
It's not looking at you right now. So
Mm-hmm. No, I know, but it's best for me to prepare.
Sure.
So I'm gonna go ahead and move first
Mm-hmm.
to here.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see.
the new icon is so sexy, Mike.
Thank you.
I just zoomed in. I was just like,
Mm-hmm.
Makes
Mulder
me-
is a very smexy man.
The things I thought about that icon made me feel bad.
Like maybe you should have pet the kitty more often.
Like
Ugh.
maybe I shouldn't be playing such a good character.
All right. So from this angle, I should be outside of its eye. It's gone, right?
It's looking up. It's trying to look at blue, so you are good.
Cool. Then I'm going to cast Phantasmal Killer at it.
Okay,
Nice.
That's a good gamble.
sure. Tell me
You got the description.
what does it do?
Okay, so you tap into the nightmares of a creature you can see within range and create an illusory manifestation of its deepest fears, visible only to that creature. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the target becomes frightened for the duration. At the end of each of the target's turn before the spell ends, the target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 4d10 psychic damage.
Okay. How high is your AC or DC?
The DC is 18.
18. Okay.
Your ACDC.
Oh my god! It rolled a natural 1.
Dang.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it is now frightened.
Okay.
Yeah.
22 psychic. Okay.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah,
I meant to.
that was Matilda, not me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, sorry, no. I meant to actually send the description of it just for reference for anyone willing to look, but it's not doing that.
Yeah, no.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I give up. I'll never figure Roll20 out.
Well, no, it's only a little better. I got 23. So 23 damage.
It was worth the re. It was worth you actually rolling.
Cool. You see as it starts to tremble, and from parts of it just starts bleeding. Especially its nose hole.
Mm-hmm.
And is that your turn?
It's still technically my turn.
Okay.
Now that I've got myself positioned over here, I'm going to use my bonus action to hit it with my Ring of the Ram.
Do I roll something? Do you roll against its AC?
Yeah, I roll against its AC.
Okay.
$25.
That hits, yes.
That is 17 points of damage.
Okay. As this ethereal ram shoots out of your ring, it hits this giant meatball, and you can see as it hits it that the flesh goes back as it reels back the whole mass. And Blue, make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Sorry.
23.
You're good. You hold on to this thing. So that's your.
I'm basically just like standing on it, just like
Yeah.
sword in one hand, other hand out for balance. Doing
Doing
some proper swashbuckling kind of a vibe.
Is that the end of your turn, Malda?
That is me. That is all I'm doing.
Good.
I will let it have a turn now.
Another one of its little eyes looks at you.
Which one at me?
Yeah. Make a strength saving throw.
Ooh. Wizards making strength saves. This is what I live
Always
for.
Always good.
Well,
I don't think there's any windows. So
I dropped my die. All right, here, let me use a different one. That's 16.
That is the number. Does that mean
pass.
pass? So Mulder saves. Okay. Good. You again feel this force moving you, but you stand firm.
Which is sort of how Mulder does things. I feel moved, but I'm just not interested.
Rendar.
All right. So it's kind of looking up at the ceiling right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's 25 feet up in the air, you said?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
All right, yeah.
No, wait. Okay, we're still live. Oh my god. The video stopped working for me and I thought we were fine. Good.
Oh.
Everything's good. Oh, that was a scare. Okay. You're doing. Sorry.
Okay. So, yeah. 25 feet up. No, I want to check my do the ruler thing. There we go. Anyway, yeah, at an angle I can do it. Yeah, I'm gonna fly up at him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, whoops. Bonus action rage.
Okay.
And reckless attack him
All right.
with my hammer from kind of underneath.
Okay.
Like I don't want to be the full 25 feet up. I actually want to be only 20 feet up, so I'm below him. And okay, so oh, I didn't say great weapon master, did I?
Nope.
So it's just reckless. So that's a 22 to hit
That hits.
on that one. Next attack, I will great weapon master.
Okay.
That's a double nat 20 on my.
Holy shit!
What the
Wow.
Yeah.
fuck?
That's amazing.
So
I
that's
think
a
it's
hit.
dead.
So
When you've got advantage and you roll 2 20s.
Damn.
So yeah, I will the first.
Does it just
hit.
give you temporary vorpal?
I don't know how you would
But yeah,
whatever.
the first hit, I'm going to use my Orcish Fury to go ahead and double my weapon dice.
Okay. What I wanted to say, I don't know how you would decapitate the holder.
Yeah, it's just a
Chop its eye out.
hit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I suppose you could chop off eye stalks aplenty, like take off a huge chunk of them.
15. So the first one is 25
Damage?
Full of ice stock noodles.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so let's see. So normally it's 2d6, and then 4d6 because it's a crit, 6d6 because I'm a rogue, 8d6 because I'm a barbarian. Okay, or not a rogue, an orc. Okay, so
you're rolling 8d6 that are going to be doubled.
no, that's none of them double because of the I guess technically it would be 2d6 and I double those and then I'd roll 4d6.
Right.
separately. But yeah, I just
I gotcha.
I thought you were saying you were going to double like
Same.
16d6.
no.
All right, I crit and I deal 32d6 damage.
Oh, mine exploded.
I mean, the beholder definitely would.
33. 53 damage on the crit.
Dang.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Still alive?
And
You
uh,
okay?
okay, go ahead.
Anything else you do?
On
Second
my
attack.
turn, those was both attacks.
Oh, okay.
He does take
5 fire
Ooh.
damage.
4 points of fire damage.
Just cuz. Screw this
Okay.
guy individually.
And yeah, I'm gonna fly kind of down. I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to kind of fly down and at an angle to kind of get back on the
You
ground.
fly up to
over
the
here.
beholder first. You take your hammer and
Mhm.
wham from to like its belly or where you think it
It's
is.
underside.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you hit it. And you hit it in the exact same place where the ram bumped into it. And as you hit it, you hear the beholder.
You ever seen a
And
beholder puke?
Oh.
and then
I
you
don't want to.
take back your hammer and wham another time. This time, you hear the flesh and the muscles there break
Ooh.
as you hit it, and the beholder coughs once more, and you see this liters of blood just escape his mouth as you are now covered in
I'm so glad it's on
beholder
top of it right now.
beholder blood.
I'm glad it didn't fly up to me.
You then fly down. You said.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to kind of go at a slight angle and get down. I think I'm about 10 feet off the ground now.
Okay, it's going to use its reaction to try and bite you.
It does get advantage because of reckless attack.
Oh, true. That is wow. That's a natural 1 and a 20. So 20.
Okay.
Does
20
it hit?
total or a natural 20?
Total.
Yeah.
20 total.
Total? Yeah, that hits.
Okay, cool.
That for sure hits.
So
So is it looking at me?
it's not looking at it kind of looks at you for a moment and then back up.
Does its anti-magic cone go over me?
I was going to say, wouldn't the boots cut out?
They
Yeah.
Looked at you.
they cut out for a second and then you keep flying.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah, it's like ugh!
I know that feel, McFly.
You
Check.
take 12 points of piercing damage. I know you take half, so it's 6.
Sweet 6.
And at the end of your turn, one of its tendrils looks from the back of it looks at you and fires one of its rays. Woo! No. Here you go. Oh, what is? Make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Advantage.
Don't tell me it's the death.
Disintegrate ray,
Okay.
death ray.
Okay. 17.
Ray of death.
You make it.
Smooth.
Yeah. God bless that
Smooth.
barbarian danger sense.
As you are flying down, from the corner of your eye, you notice this green, sicklish ray fire
Mhm.
at you. And at the last moment, you duck to the side, and over your shoulder, it fires. It hits your armor, and you can see just darkness around on it as it hits it, and then it hits the ground in front of you, and part of the gnome just disintegrates into nothing, and the rest of the corpse falls on the ground, and you see this path of destruction up to the gnome. Damn, there was one away. No, not one,
That-
two, basically.
Ooh,
But,
Goodness for that
Okay.
that danger sense.
yeah.
Mm.
Halfway to
And
the
danger zone. With your turn, on one of the walls, the stone opens up, and this small eye looks at all of
fuck's
you,
sake.
finds Maldair, and another ray shoots out.
Lair actions.
mhm.
Maldair, make a dexterity saving throw.
that is a 9.
Mm-hmm. This different green, kind of darker green, hits you. And what you saw that was happening to Matilda, you see on yourself as this crust of stone starts enveloping you. Very
Turned from
strange
cat
right now.
into high elf just to turn into stone.
As
So
I
poetic.
start seeing that come in, I'm going to use my portent,
Uh-huh.
which is a natural 20.
Okay.
So I start turning to stone, and then go, eh.
Yeah, you for a moment you feel this fear that you haven't felt since you were a cat, and you knew.
So earlier today.
And this was earlier when you just became a cat and you learned that you have an amount of time before you die, and you kind of shake a little, and
Not today.
as you do, the stone falls away. Matilda, make a dexterity saving throw.
Fun.
Does she have any kind of disadvantage because she's technically restrained?
I don't think
That's
so.
good.
One higher than the last one. 9.
Buddy.
You completely turn to stone.
Huh?
Cool. There's clerics at the Adventuring Guild, right?
Yeah.
Let's hope.
Thank God it was one of the small ones that turned to stone and not fucking Rendar. 6.5-foot stone or half orc to carry back.
And as this, you cannot move. As it comes over you, this stone, and as it completely envelops you, you're suddenly in a dark room. You don't hear anything, you don't see anything, you don't feel anything. But suddenly there are these whispers.
Yeah.
No. Going to survive. No, she's a stone. Shall become so beautiful. Garden. Oh. No. You hear, and just these echoes, these whispers, completely engulf you in the darkness.
So nobody let a disintegrate ray hit stone Matilda, yeah?
At the end of your turn, one of the eyes is looking around, and it finds a certain person that dealt a shit ton of damage to its owner. Looks at him.
What? C'est moi? Le gasp.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
20.
Good.
Uh-oh, the DM thinking face.
Shouldn't you be doing math?
That might be what he's doing.
No, good.
The
You're
DM
good.
thinking face.
You again dodge this ray of white force as it hits the stone under you, and the stone disappears.
Ooh.
Blue, it's your turn.
Sorry, what? Is it
It's
me?
your turn, Blue.
Okay. Right, well.
Help. I'm not. I can't say
Yeah,
that.
no, you can't say shit, babe. I'm just gonna stab at it again from my position on top
Okay.
of it.
Where do you stab
Maybe
it?
try. Well, can I reach its eyeball from here?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Then I'll take like delicate as a dancer, just like take a couple of steps forward, balancing on like the rolling eyeball. Go whoosh, and try to like
Okay.
flick. I try to flick string, so like it's just the tip, just the tip,
Just the tip.
The tip.
just the tip.
uh,
Cracks against the eye. Nope.
what did you roll? Ugh. It closes its eye, and you hit the hard surface of its skin.
Mm-hmm.
The eyelid, yeah.
Yep. Bonus action. I will inspire. I'll inspire Render.
Okay.
It's a smart play.
Yeah. Like, if you're gonna do something quick.
So that's your turn.
That's so inspiring.
Oh yeah, I'm a motivational speaker. I'm gonna back up a couple of steps as well, just like re-establishing my position, balancing on top of the board.
Right.
Mhm.
Hang
The
10
floating,
on the holder.
the floating testicle with a giant eyeball in the front.
um,
Anyone tries to tell me the beholder doesn't look like a diseased testicle with lines themselves, quite frankly.
Oh yeah.
Looks like-
uh,
Bless you.
Bless you.
thank you. The beholder flies over here,
I got me.
looks at good old Mulder,
Oh,
and
look at me all you lie.
the entire magic cone is on you.
Mhm.
So
That's fine with me.
one of the tendrils looks at Blue. Make a dexterity saving throw.
22.
You're good, as this white ray of force shoots out at you. It hits the side of the wall as the stone disappears, and you see just this darkness behind it. And two of them look at good old Rendar. Make a dexterity saving throw for me.
22.
You're good. And a strength saving throw.
Hey, you're doing
Natural
all right.
20.
Hell yeah.
Damn, you guys are rolling well.
Everything you've hit me with, I have advantage on.
Mm.
Cool.
That's the best way.
Mulder,
Yeah.
it's your turn, as it's looking straight at you.
Great. So it's looking straight at me,
Yes.
and it is what, 25 feet in the air still?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm gonna try something crazy, because crazy works sometimes.
Okay.
And I'm going to take my short sword in both hands and hurl it at the thing's eye.
Okay. Can you? I think that would be a disadvantage.
I was going to say, normally using a weapon that throwing a non-ranged weapon is probably disadvantage,
Yeah.
or you would get your yeah, that makes sense. More sense to me
Yeah.
than like not having your proficiency bonus for it.
Well, if it's not meant to be used that way, you're not proficient in doing it that way, so you don't have your proficiency bonus
So
for
would you
it.
have would you have disadvantage and no proficiency, or just
Yeah, both.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
it's-
That makes
So
sense.
it's like just your strength plus d20 because you're throwing it.
Yeah, because it's not a Is it a short sword?
Yeah, it's a short sword.
Oh,
So it's technically a versatile weapon, so you could
So you
use
could use dex.
dexterity.
That's the reason why he has it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give him a strength only weapon. That's a stupid
Yeah.
idea.
he's got portents.
He's a whiz robe.
Yeah, that's true. He's got portents.
He does have portents. He also
That
has
would be
lucky.
hilarious for the nat
Oh.
20 to have been used right here.
I was gonna say,
Be like, who
aren't you-
cares? Crit.
Aren't you a wizunk technically, or did you lose both your levels in monk when you?
I lost my level in monk and one of my
Ah.
levels in wizard.
Ah,
But
no longer a wonk.
right.
A wonker.
Yeah, so I rolled a 19
Okay.
hit. Does that hit him?
That's exactly his AC.
Dang, AC.
Yeah.
Okay.
That hit though?
Yeah.
Yeah, if it hits the
Yeah.
number.
If it
Okay.
meets the AC, if you meet a DC, you save. If you meet an AC, you hit.
Okay. Okay.
For 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Does my sword attack to the eye make him close the eye?
You hit it, it doesn't close its eye.
Okay.
It starts bleeding from it, but it still keeps looking at you. And you see this madness.
Oh, even.
Oh wait, shouldn't it have like taken psychic damage or something from the phantasmal killer, or what was it?
Yeah, at the end of its turn.
So it was supposed to roll a wisdom saving throw again, right?
That's correct.
Okay. That is not enough. My god.
$22.
Okay.
Consistent.
Alrighty.
All right. So then he's going to make a run until he is under the beholder.
Oh. Okay. Cool. So you move under.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
And as soon as I go underneath it, I'm going to use my bonus action to use the last 2 charges from Ring of the Ram.
Alright.
So that is... That is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, roll another dex save to see if I stay on.
Yeah, I do. How much?
12 to stay on. Might not be enough.
36 force damage.
Yeah, you are falling down. 36?
36 force damage.
Fuck.
And it's pushed 10 feet straight up.
It is, and it hits the ceiling. And what?
Did I fall off before it hit the ceiling?
Before.
But if it went straight up,
Yeah.
Would I have
It's kind of
fallen off?
rolling and everything. It's like a bit slimy
Okay.
and weird to
Cool.
fall as it goes up. Because you
Roll
haven't
off the side.
you haven't expected this much of force to hit it.
Cool.
So I rolled a 19.
Uh-huh.
So plus it's just 19 because athletics, yay. To catch blue.
Okay.
I have Featherfall active.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you had that active.
Blue
It's
is
part-
slowly
it's-
falling like
yeah.
this.
Yeah,
And
it's
you
part of
stand
how my
there.
wings work. But thank you.
Cool. Oh no, I just knew that I was below the thing, so I figured if you were falling, I was right there.
All I
It
need
was
to-
either I catch you or you land on me.
Yeah, no. Rather than drifting down, though, I'm gonna catch myself. The damage won't kick in till my next
Okay.
round. So I'm not gonna float down. I'm gonna stay put.
It's at the end of its turn. It looks at Mulder.
Wasn't that Mulder's turn?
And
That
at
was
the end
Mulder's
of
turn.
Mulder's turn, it's going to one of the eyes look at him and make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. $17.
You're good. Okay. Randall.
All right. I will kind of fly up, staying out of that cone.
Mm-hmm.
Still just be under him a little bit. So.
Okay.
And yeah, reckless attack, great weapon master. Ooh. Said his AC was a 19. That's going to be a miss.
18. 18 it's
18.
AC.
Nah, still a miss.
Okay.
No.
I rolled crap on that. Come on. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's a 19 on the die. So
Okay, you hit.
second one hits. Where's my? What do I do with? Oh, there. Okay.
Hey Tom,
Yes, Mike.
just a quick question.
Yeah.
So it's this beholder is frightened. Have you been rolling your attacks with disadvantage?
It doesn't have attacks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we make saves.
You have to
Yeah.
make saves because of the
The only attack it made
raise.
was that bite against
Okay.
Rendar. 'Cause
It
it's
also
technically
has-
frightened of you.
It also has disadvantage on ability checks,
Okay. Good to know.
and it can't move any closer to anything in front of it.
So ability checks are saving throws.
Checks, not
throws.
saves.
Yeah, saving
Checks,
throws.
checks and saves.
Okay.
Skill
Ability
checks
checks aren't
and-
saves. They're skill checks and
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's just frightened of you, right? So it can't
No,
He's
no.
not
get
frightened
closer
of
to you.
me. He sees what he is most afraid of directly in front of him, so he can't
Oh.
move forward.
He can only move like back and away, and
Uh-huh.
I mean to be fair,
Okay.
it can move in 3 dimensions. To be
Oh, wait,
fair,
it's 35.
which helps.
So it's a 24 damage.
How much?
24.
24. Okay.
I rolled like
Uh,
crap.
Good.
And it'll take 4 fire damage.
As you hit it, it's bleeding from everywhere. And your hammer makes a cut in its skin. And you can see intestines kind of crawling
Ah.
out of the wound.
Well, it's so visceral.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Tom brand of DMing. Make it gross.
Welcome.
And I will stay here. Not
Okay.
moving any further.
Alrighty. At the end of your turn, an eye is going to pop out, kind of look at you, and what? Make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution save? Okay.
Yep.
Ooh.
No advantage, but I'm
Yippee-ki-yay.
good at it. I'm going to use that inspiration.
Remember action points if you need them.
I'm going to use an action point.
Oh my
no!
god.
I
Okay.
rolled
Oh,
a bad on.
Or at that time, Rendar died.
Oh no!
Let's see what I got. Okay, so my inspiration, I rolled a 2. My action point, I rolled a 1.
Oh my god!
So
What is the
let's
total?
see here. So 16.
Oh my god, you just
I
hit
rolled a
it.
6 on the die, had a +7.
Fuck! You are
This-
a lucky bastard.
This
Jeez.
black ray
Oh.
hits you,
Oh, it's the
and
intermission.
you
Okay.
take
Half damage.
23 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And then
I thought he made the save, or was he one
And
shot?
there's
If he
one
fails
ray
it,
that
he
does
takes
half
half.
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
23 necrotic damage.
Good thing you just made the save.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
And
take half.
you basically
I think that was
feel
half.
all of the moisture in your skin
Light.
be sucked out of it, and you just feel this. You feel death touch you, basically.
Kinky.
You only 2 of the dice rolled at or below half.
You are a lucky bastard.
Matilda.
So lucky.
No, wait. Okay. Underneath you, the ground.
Under Matilda or underneath all of us?
Underneath all of you.
Well, I'm in the air.
Even me?
so
No.
Two of us are in the air,
Mm.
technically. So Mulder feels this.
Well, okay. Base. Well, basically, in this whole room, the ground becomes this sticky something. And
Enjoy that,
it,
Mulder.
it becomes slimy. The area is difficult terrain. Yes.
As long as the ground's not falling apart, I'm safe.
At the end of Matilda's turn, the
Oh, for
eye
fuck's
is
sake.
going to look again at Rendar. Make a wisdom saving.
That's a 6.
You
Ooh.
are afraid of
No.
Oh,
the
shit.
holder.
It's attacks with disadvantage, right?
You are frightened for 1 minute. You can
Okay.
repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turn.
Okay.
Blue's turn.
Where's it looking right now?
It's looking kind of over Maldair, so there's this like 150 foot cone there.
Okay. Given that I'm flying,
Yes.
I'm gonna fly quickly around the other side of it.
Mm-hmm.
Or like actually no, I'll fly up, like aiming to jump back on top of it again.
Okay.
But for now I'm flying.
So
when I fell off,
yes.
I stayed level with
It
it.
was-
Like as soon as I
So
fell,
10
I stopped.
feet. So yeah.
Okay.
You take. Oh my god! I keep rolling force with this. 6 points of psychic damage.
Okay. I'll quickly mark that off. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I'm out of the way, and as I fly around it, aiming to land back on top of it, I'm gonna cast Shatter at level 3.
Okay. Does it have to do
So-
something?
I think it's a con save. I'm just checking. Yes, it's a Constitution save.
It fails horribly.
Okay, let me roll some damage. Where is my D8? Where is the D8? There it is. Balls. Better. Only 13 points of thunder damage as I sort of sing out this note that sort of just like crashes into it with this like burst of thunder.
As you cast this spell and it hits the beholder, it starts to shake, and each of its eyes pops with this loud crack, and the giant eye in the middle, the skin or whatever that holds the fluid inside bursts open, and all of the fluid just runs down it and down on the ground on Mulder, and the the intestines that were out of it burst open, and this vile smelling blackish whatever just sprays all over Rendar. You just killed a beholder.
Beholder? I don't even know her.
How long you been sitting on that one?
Past 5 minutes.
Okay.
Sorry, Nairi, that you got fucked like this the first turn.
Hey, it's not the most fun way I've been. So
Yeah.
it's fine.
So
Okay,
yeah.
I'm gonna fly over to Stone. I'll probably take some more damage in the process and sort of go to land next to her.
Oh, the beholder falls.
I figured on top of Mulder, along with all the vitreous fluid
No,
that's
that-
already been done.
It kind of floats for a bit and then completely falls. So you have enough time to kind of move away from it.
On the difficult terrain.
Yeah, even like that. It falls really slowly for the first couple of seconds.
Tom, did you want to roll the extra 3d4?
You take 9 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
9.
As you get down to... oh, no, the floor disappears.
The whole floor.
Yeah. No,
Like
not the
the
whole
sludge.
floor. The sludge
sludge.
disappears.
The gross.
Yeah.
The gross stuff.
As you
Ew.
get to Matilda, you see this expression on her face of fear and utter defeat.
Yeah, Asa flying over.
I can't do anything about this.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Who?
Mike.
Mulder.
No, I prestidigitation to make it flavored like bubblegum.
That don't
Okay.
stop it being poisonous. Just 'cause
Is it
tastes so
poisonous?
pleasant.
Is it poisonous or is it just nasty?
Depends on the concept.
You
I
nasty.
suppose.
How much? What did you roll?
How much what?
What? I didn't hear you, Mike.
Oh, am I still rolling?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Constitution. Yeah.
Let's see. That's 3.
The smell doesn't hit you. It's good. But
I mean, I've been soaked in it, so I probably can't tell smell from
Yeah.
smell.
But once it enters your stomach, you feel this knot tie around it.
Oh.
As everything this body hasn't really eaten shoots out of your mouth.
Oh.
And this acidic
Like bile.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not much that leaves you, but oh my god, the taste in your mouth is awful. You need to eat something right now.
Prestidigitation.
You prestidigitate your mouth, but you still feel this complete emptiness in your stomach, and it just weighs over you.
Get some bread in ya.
Yeah.
It's a bad toast.
It's
Yeah,
hard
well,
tack.
What you guys doing?
I am. Well, there's not a whole lot we can do for Matilda right now.
No, we
I'm
should
gonna-
definitely get her out of here, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab Blinkford's journal
Mm-hmm.
off the desk and shove
Okay.
it in my bag, along with any plans that there might be. Though it did say the entry said the leak took the plans.
Yeah.
I'll take that journal anyway and check Blinkford's body.
You check Blinkford's
What's
body,
what's left? What's left of it? Given that the disintegrate ray caught part of it.
and
Like check the pockets.
Check.
Check.
you find this.
I see you slowly disapproving, David.
Oh,
Oh,
Phoenix
Ah.
Warehouse, box number 67.
is-
That's cool. I mean,
Do I know where that is?
You have
Have
no
I heard
idea.
of Phoenix Warehouse? Oh wait,
that's not
shit.
the warehouse that I heard of, is it?
Yeah.
I say it out loud. Phoenix Warehouse, box number 67.
It's a leaks warehouse. Kind of
only
runs
it
his
said-
stuff
One
out
of
there.
them, yes.
if only it said box 77, because then that key would go somewhere.
Well, we know we've got a insider now, haven't we? There, so with your goblin friend.
hmm
But seriously,
Well,
with
maybe. I have no idea. To be fair, I beat the hell out of a lot of his friends and killed one in front of him and said he'd be next if he didn't give me a delivery schedule for the warehouse. So, it's up. Maybe he just ran away.
sure, but I mean, I can get us into places, right? We need to go.
Yeah,
Render.
Voltaire's gonna retrieve his short sword and begin to hack off a couple of the eye stalks.
Okay.
Randar, are you going to be able to carry Matilda like this?
I'll give Matilda a test. How much stone Matilda weigh?
She's not that heavy. She's good.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
As you get out of there, Lily has a minor panic attack when she sees that. But yeah, there should be clerics in your guild that take care of it.
Okay.
It takes you a couple of hours, and Lily leaves you alone once you get up into the streets. It's later. It's late afternoon. It's not dinner time yet, but it's close. And Lily leaves you. You get to the guild, kind of just when they are serving dinner. You can smell it through the halls. And there is murder waiting for you. The character, the half orc. Orc. She's an orc.
Mm-hmm.
She's kind of
I'm familiar. Yeah.
she's kind of leaning against the wall, and as she sees you, she nods and kind of like motions you to get closer to.
I'm carrying a stone, Matilda.
I'll
just
go get
kinda
a
walk-
cleric. I'll go get a cleric. Well,
There are some dwarves that run out of the clinic and go help you and get Matilda over to the clinic. Over the next couple of hours, Matilda, they cast Greater Restoration on you. There will be a check to pay from Rendar later, about 500
Check.
gold.
Okay.
Yes.
Question. So for about 4 hours, I've been constantly hearing these voices in complete
Yes.
darkness.
Once
What's the last thing I hear when I'm coming back?
you hear
Might
a
give it the
question. Is this what death? As you finally see the light and Blue and some dwarves and other people in the clinic, and you finally can hear everything. The voices disappear.
yeah.
So that's like 2 hours after we drop her
Yes.
off? Okay.
Murder is there, standing.
Yeah. Because I want to be there when we do it, but I do want to talk to Murder first. Yeah,
Okay.
Murder.
So, chicken, egg. Send me here.
hmm
He's got the info.
He does.
He's over a couple of he's a couple of streets over, waiting for us.
All right.
You move.
Kind of
Yes.
working with someone else. Did you mind they tag along?
I'll like go with you to the egg. But
Yeah,
He's-
for
he's-
sure. I mean, just the two of us and the person I'm working with. Go meet Egg, and I'm gonna go over to Muldair. Go. So what we were talking about? There's some. I'm going to go meet Egg. I don't know if you want to go or not.
I need a moment, and then yes.
All right. How
well,
urgent is it? Murder?
really urgent.
Really urgent.
Will only take me a moment, I assure you.
All
I'll
right.
have a moment.
Mulder is just going to ignore him and go upstairs.
Why don't we have a moment, Murder?
Cannot wait. It's important information. He's in a side alley waiting for. I don't want to leave him there alone.
That's good point. If it's a trap murder, I'm going to kill everyone.
Why would
Murder, we should have you committed.
you killed like a whole place full of people?
I'm just telling you, I'll do it again if this is a trap.
It's not.
Okay. Well, fine. I'll just kind of, after Mulder's, because he says he's in a dangerous spot. If you can find me, I'm gonna get a head start on walking that way.
Okay.
Okay. You start walking there with your feet. It's easy to get over there. No, not your feet, but
My wings,
yeah,
my boots.
yeah. You get over into this long side alley that's between these two towers. It's dark now. Well, kind of dark. Even at night, the city is bright because basically most of everything happens at night here. So it's like New York. In that way. You get over there and Egg is standing there next to some trash bins, and this small shit-looking goblin with a shaved head and this like scar over his face that you now see clearly. It's been just glittered before. Hey, ha! So, hey, boss, I got the information,
All right.
Okay, I've been kind of running from a place, so I'm still catching my breath. It's like so far away from here, like, oh my god, my legs are hurting. Before he gives you the paper, there's like 6 people that I got into this thing there in the tavern that you killed Beef in and everyone else. No one's been really visiting since. But yeah, they're there if you need them. We'll go there after, or you can meet me there, whatever. He gives you the paper and says, "Oh, there's a big shipment coming tomorrow morning, early morning. But you can see it here. I like made a big dot next to it so we can clearly see. There is another one coming this midnight, and 2 other tomorrow. After that, the next day, there's a couple more, and you can see there. You can see like times and everything. There's no details like what they're carrying or something like that. Just when they're coming and how many trucks it is or the boats.
So there's one coming tonight at midnight, a big one tomorrow morning.
Yes.
Right.
And then the day after. The plans change every 2 days, so this is what I.
Okay.
Make a perception check.
I'm so good at them. 10.
10. You are paying attention to this, and murder's right next to you. There's the goblin egg. Goblin egg. The goblin called egg in front of you. And as you're looking
Egg's
at
the
him, over on the other side, you see this dark shape stop where the side alley starts. And from it looks like a gangster car from the 80s. And from it you see two people from the windows aim at
Tommy
you.
guns.
From the top opens and there's this long thing with a crystal at its end that kind of pops up and aims down at you, and there's another guy there. You
Fucking drive by.
You know these very well. They've been used in the war, because sometimes they didn't really use catapults. They used like these giant wands with fireballs or other spells. And as you look at that, you look around. There's another one on the other side.
Oh shit.
And as you see that, the crystal lights up, fires this small bead of fiery energy, and the guys with these.
Do I have enough time to rage?
You have danger sense without it.
Make
Yeah.
make an initiative roll for me.
Okay. 21.
21. Okay, you're good. You have enough time to rage.
Okay, yeah. Bonus action rage, and I'll pull them in.
Pull them in. Okay.
Murder and egg next to me to make sure they're within the 10 feet.
Make a dexterity saving throw twice.
One from each side.
Yeah.
So what happens when you get stuck between 2 giant ones?
So I guarantee I fail the first one. The second one I get a nat 20.
Ooh, nice. Okay. All you just see are these flashes of light from the artificer rifles that they are holding, and these giant explosions right next to you. Okay, what's your AC?
My AC is 17.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, 16.
Okay. Ooh, yeah, that's a 26 to hit. That's a 19 to hit. That's a 21 to hit. And that hits.
If you die in an alleyway, I'm gonna be mad at you.
So egg takes one more.
At least we know the delivery schedule, and I didn't walk up to a dead goblin.
Plus. Sina. You. I'll just. Oh, wait. I have to do that. Sorry. Like, be entertaining or something. as I do this.
Be entertaining or something. All right, so while this is going on, Mulder is up in his room getting dressed,
Nice.
Ah.
putting on his professor's attire, his wizard school robes, and getting himself put together, slicking his hair back as he usually wears it.
What is his
And-
charisma rating, just out of curiosity?
Mulder's charisma,
Yeah.
good enough.
Thanks, I hate it.
What a beautiful way of putting that. And thank you for once again solidifying everything I feel about Mulder.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hate that guy.
right.
Great. It's so good.
I just roleplay nothing but characters everyone hates. It's great. I'm good for that.
I wouldn't say every character.
I mean, not in the games I'm running.
Your PC, yeah, your PCs just have a way of leaving an impression on people.
Yes, they're quite assholic. Yes, I get this.
Yes.
I was gonna say, like, for anyone watching that maybe watched, Jesus Christ, he's still rolling dice. Dreams of the Brave, who saw the really intense sort of confrontation that went down at the end of it. A lot of people, like Mel and Sarah, were just like, you know, I actually kind of feel bad for Shimmer almost. I feel really conflicted about it. And I'm there just going, I don't feel bad in the fucking slightest. I don't give a shit. I do not like her. Riz does not like her. I felt fucking vindicated in yelling. It was very satisfying. From a personal and an RP level. Jade felt bad for Mike,
Mm-hmm.
which is a different thing entirely.
Hmm.
Right.
Shows.
Because I could tell it was hitting you hard. So I don't feel bad
The
for
last
Shimmer.
thing I want to declare is that after he gets done getting dressed, he's going to cast Locate Object on
Ooh.
Rendar's hammer.
Ah,
He's seen that enough times; he's familiar with it.
we've all seen Rendar's hammer and familiar with it, frankly.
So
A wink, a wink.
I can find
Oh,
that
wink.
hammer within 1,000
wink.
miles.
Go.
Is it 1,000 feet?
Is it 1,000 feet? I thought it was
It's
1,000.
1,000 feet.
Yeah.
I can find it anytime
Within a
within
mile.
1,000 years.
Dang.
A million billion.
I know where it is. 1,000.
1,000 feet.
Still rolling dice.
This
Oh
is
my
good.
god. You guys
This
are gonna
is
be
good.
you guys are gonna be paced on the wall of
They're
this
dead for
alleyway.
sure. I'm holding
Yeah.
out hope for me.
Yeah. If we can get to you fast enough, if like, because I
I'm
don't know
sure
how
this
the
is a really loud explosion for
I was gonna
everyone.
say, and all the however the timeline with this happening versus how long it took Mulder to get dressed to do this. battle.
Okay, so you take 26 piercing damage.
Okay,
So,
I'll take
13.
I'll get a running tally. Yeah, so 13.
Then you take half of 23, so 11. Fire damage.
Okay.
That's from one of the fireballs. From all of the rifles, you take 60 thunder damage.
60 thunder
Yes.
damage. Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah, you ain't resistant to that.
Plus, you take 42 fire damage from the fireball that hit you.
Halved.
I don't know. Are
So,
you
yeah.
are you fire
He's
resistant?
He's
I'm
resistant
fire
to fire.
resistant.
Okay, then
Yeah.
half of that. Half of 42.
Okay. 21.
How you looking, buddy?
5. Okay, so that would drop me to 0, except I'm a half orc.
Okay.
So I'm at 1 hit
One
point.
hit point.
So,
Fuck.
what happens is your ears are ringing and you remember the war. It's not just something you would remember just sitting somewhere and flashes of something. No, it's the feeling of it shakes you to the core as your vision is blurry You slowly stand up and you see the two vehicles just speeding away. This happens. You see both of the walls, these black charred marks after the fireballs. The trash burning all around you. You see egg on the ground.
So they also had resistance to fire because they were within 10 feet of me.
Oh,
I don't know
really?
if that saves any of them.
Well,
Probably not, given all the thunder and piercing damage.
egg.
That might have just been at me.
That was just at him.
Oh.
Egg is on the ground, still burning, not breathing, dead. You see. This is the thing that fire does to people. You see on the ground him laying there without his eyes. This puddle of some kind of liquid, probably his eyes, burned and just under his face and kind of side of him. And Murder is on the side, like her whole arm still burning. She's batting it away as she's breathing heavily, and you hear this as her lungs are burned as well. For all of this.
I will take out 2 healing potions, pass one over to Murder.
As she drinks it, immediately she feels better, but is still sitting there on the ground looking down. She's got just a little bit of hair on her. It kind of made this sexy side cut on her head. She's sitting there. Thank you. Guess we've been followed.
Yeah. Well, good job on getting me here in time. Thanks for
You
not
still
letting us
feel
wait.
the burn in your throat as well.
Yeah, I'm chugging one. I heal 8, 12, 15.
That initiative
19
fucking saved you and Murder.
danger sense.
Yes, Lou?
One, because you were doing maths. Mulder cast locate object on Rendar's hammer to get a location.
You
I
know
don't if
exactly
you heard
where
of that.
Mulder is.
Did I hear that explosion?
Everyone heard that.
Then I will take off towards it as soon
Okay.
as I have that.
This is all before Matilda's turned back,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yes. And we will end this session. Mulder, do you go look for Rendar?
Yeah, I'd grab an apple on the way out and head to wherever I knew Rendar was at.
We will end this session at you finding this side alley and seeing this horrible place. And you can still smell the burnt flesh, the trash, and as you look at all of this, you hear sirens in the distance.
Yeah, how long after it does he get here?
Me
they-
too, because I would have.
I mean, I wasn't like sitting around going super slow getting dressed. I just threw clothes on.
Pretty
so.
quickly, and the sirens aren't that far away. There will be here in a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I walk
just-
up on the scene of gang violence.
Yes.
If
Would
it's,
I have been able to
I
be
might be
there with
gone if it's
Mulder?
not super quick.
Yes,
'cause
you
I'm
are
not
there
gonna
with
stick around.
Mulder. You're both
Okay.
there basically at the same time, just to make this easier for
Mhm.
all of us, so that it's not, oh, you come in, explain everything to that person, then another person comes.
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you everyone
yeah.
for watching
Yeah, thank
Thanks
you
for
guys
coming.
for chatting to the
running
chat.
this
Thank you,
session.
Tom.
Thank you for playing.
He's still suffering from the fireball damage.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I've been rolling like 5d6 for the thunder damage,
Yeah.
and then 10d6 for the
Dang.
fireball.
That's good. As always, join us on Friday for Second Breakfast Club in the wonderful world of Uara with Mike in the DM seat. Usual, same bat time, same bat channel. Yeah, and this time next week, join us for Dreams of the Brave with our beloved David at the center of the table, and for some exciting news about an upcoming Natural Ruckus event. We are
Aw.
excited
Yeah.
to tell you about it. You'll have to tune in next Monday to hear about that.
Yes.
But if our DM and person in charge of Twitch would come back so we can end the stream.
Oh, yeah.
Here's a fun thing. Here's a fun thing. If anyone can tweet at the hashtag Second Breakfast Club between now and when we play on Friday, with the monster that we fought today, I will give everyone in our party a DM inspiration die.
Ooh.
So
yeah.
somebody pay attention.
Please help us.
Okay.
Yes.
Until next time.
Till next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Burn all in hell.